Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. And then I'm going to run that up this way. Bring it all the way up like this. And drop half and half into the chests up here. So that will continue to feed this. So we'll put 11 stacks into that one, and we'll do the same into this one. There, 11 stacks into that one. So that's... I've got some steel on me, and there's a load of steel in each of these chests as well. That's going to keep them running really nicely. It's going to keep them running for absolutely ages. Which is going to keep those items going up through there. And they're already running through pretty quickly. See, you can already see them coming up in. And if I go in here, I'm carrying 2 of those anyway. But it's the fact that we need 3. We need 3 low-density structures for every single one of those. Now, I've also got all of these backed up. That's all backed up completely, and it's getting right down towards the end here. So pretty soon, we are actually going to get to the point where we've got these are all completely stacked up, right? They're going to be backed up in these factories. There, I've got as many as I can take in those. All of these all the way up through. There's only that front one that's still making them, as this one is still using some of them up. So, yes, it's going to slow down a little bit, but it's going to start backing up on the line here, which is a good thing, because I'm going to start needing a few of those. I am definitely going to start needing some of them. I need to carry them over so that we can start making some more of those roboports. But what's the next thing that I really want to do? I'm sort of thinking about this. I'm trying to decide how we're going to do it, because we do have to start planning our next move. Now, we do know that there are some enemies around on these islands. I can't remember if when I started this I allowed the enemies to spread or not. I don't think I did, and if I didn't, it means that the enemies are not going to be putting down new bases. And I think that was a mistake. I don't think I should have done that. But what's done is done. We've done that already. Now, we've got copper over here, we've got copper there, we've got copper there. At the moment in our base, we've got 2.7 million stone, we've got 8.8 million iron, and we've got 6.3 million copper. So we've got enough to be going on with, but the area that is covered with copper is very limited, and that's what's slowing us down a little bit. Now, if you have a look up here, we do actually have another couple little tiny patches of copper up there. And I'm considering expanding up that way fairly rapidly so that we can get to that copper and we can put some mining drills down on it and at least start uncovering that in safety. Because we got no weapons, no turrets or anything to defend against incoming attacks yet. We will spread out over here and we'll be able to get these bits of copper over here. Iron we're alright with, but we've got another patch right there that we'll be able to expand to. Over here, we've got stone, and we've got uranium, should we want it over there, but, at the moment, I don't really care about the uranium. Uranium's not important, so I'm not planning to expand onto that side for quite a while. I will be expanding this way first, but we'll worry about that later on. Aha, that's what I was waiting for, because I can do that. Right, we can start filling up with a whole load of these, like this. You know what? I can just run straight down through here like this, because I want some iron on me anyway. There. Right, that's better. I've got 194 green circuits. That'll keep me going for a minute. I could do with a few red circuits as well, possibly. I'm loath to pick up too many, but it would mean that I could start expanding and covering the island in roboports, which is something that we do want to do fairly early on. Is if I get the network of roboports set up on the island, then I don't have to worry about doing that a bit later on. And right now would be the time to do it, because now we do actually have the time. Let's drop those in. I've still got a couple hundred of those electric ones in there, ready to use. Okay, we'll just leave those alone. We'll let them feed out for a minute. And I've got another 11 speed modules in here. So let's drop speed modules into those, just to speed those mining drills up a little bit and make sure that they can definitely keep up with all the demand from the... So you know what? I don't need it for 3 of these. Right? For two of these mining drills, we don't need the speed modules. We'll just leave that on 4 of them like that. And instead, what I could do is I could put that onto the plastic on here. I could take these and I could drop a couple of those on there. We're going to drop all of them in on there even. Just going to do it like that. So now we've got a nice even spread. We got hardly any of there. We've got 21,000 light oil in each of them. And then we're full on the petroleum gas. So we don't have very much being done at the moment with all of these. That's going to be very slow. But it's all being processed down towards the petroleum. So we've got no bottlenecks anywhere. It's just backed up. It's not bottlenecking. It's just backed up. And that's the important difference between bottlenecking and backing up. Is that we don't have anything restricting production. It's just the entire supply line has backed up. And we don't have any excess. Well, we don't have any part of the supply line waiting for more materials. We've only got, like, everything all the way through is producing maximum amount that we can, and it's not causing us any problems. So this is a good thing. This is a good situation to be in. It's what we want. We definitely want it to be like this. So I will come up through here. Let's have a look. Yeah, and really all we're doing is I could do with doubling this up. That, I think, would probably be our best option now. Like, you see these are backing up a bit. We've got several processing units here. If I was to double up this, would the rest of the factory be able to keep up? There is only one real way to find out. But I don't want... No. I'm gonna leave that to go slow-ish, because everything else is backed up, and we have actually filled all of the rest of it up, and this is great. So what I do want to do is I want to go up here, and I want to get some red circuits. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to empty the line of red circuits, so it is going to have to make some more of them. So I'm going to go to this point right here, and then I'm going to run all the way up here. I'm going to gather up some green circuits as well while I'm at it. So I go there and gather all of those up like that. And I run that way, and then I'm going to run that way as well. So how many have I got now? I've got several. I've got like nearly 1,000 of them. And keep going. Right. That's as many as I'm going to go with. There. I've got loads of them. And if you have a look at the roboports, that's the bit that I'm going to be wanting to make. This is why we're doing this. I've got 7. It's because it's the steel plate and the iron gear wheels. That's going to slow me down. I've got a supply of iron gear wheels down the bottom. I can go and stand right on top of that, and that's going to feed me with hundreds of them. And the other thing that I want is a load of iron plates right here. So I will take a massive amount of these, and they can start feeding. I've got as many as I can carry right now. Cannot take any more of them. What I will do a minute is... Actually, no, we'll leave the radars for a second. I'll bring those out. I will use the radars later. We will do stuff with the radars, fear not. So now let's go up to here. I can take 8 of those. 45. So I will go... 1, 2, 3. Like that. You know what? I want to get rid of that solid fuel. Let me just let these robots go. They're just going to go nuts. Going to go backwards and forwards and fill everything up. That's good. And I'm going to take this solid fuel, because this is all filling. Actually, I can do a better job than that. I don't even need to. I don't need to run away with it. I go to here and... Oh, that's completely full. That's completely full. So let's drop it into here. I'll drop all of that solid fuel in. I won't drop the wood in there. I'm going to want that because I'm going to want some more of these electric poles. I'm going to need to make a load of those. And I don't actually have any that I'm making at the moment. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to make 200 of them. And the way I'm going to make 200 of those is I'm going to press shift and click on there. It's going to use up all of the wood that I'm carrying. So I've got to wait while it makes 200 of them and then 200 of them as well. And that's going to give me a huge amount of these poles right here. So I'm going to want those available to be used. So I'm going to drop down a chest, and I'm going to drop the poles that I'm carrying in there. I've just made 3 of those. I'm going to drop them in there. And then I'm going to go to here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. A couple stacks of them. And I'm going to go... Wait, not in here. That one I'm going to be lifting up pretty soon. Steel over here. I want more of those, like that. That's a lot of things of steel. So now I've got 20 of these. 1, 2, 3... Oh, no. Cancel those. Right. I've got 10 of them being made. And they're instantly filling up the gear wheels right there. So I've got 10... factories, 10, roboports. I've got 10 roboports being made already. Let's get some more of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. That should be enough that I can... Oh, 13. Why have I only got 13? 1, 2... Oh, the steel. I'm shy on the steel. Right. 20 roboports now being made. That's 20 roboports being made. And all of that timber has now been picked... That's all been picked up. So let's switch over to the map. And we will go back to the deconstruction planner. And I've got a strip of timber down through there that I want to remove. So I'm actually going to go right over to there like that. And I'm going to remove all of that. So that's all of the timber over here. There's not actually that much timber there to remove. We got 330 robots. They've cleared everything on the top there. And they're coming down through here. And you can see we're very quickly expanding out to whole new areas over here, but it's the radars that we want to make sure that we've got down. So I'm going to need another radar over there. And if I zoom out like this, you can see with the white area, that's where the radar extent is reaching. So we haven't got any radar coverage up the top end of the island, and we don't have anything out that side. So I want to get some radar coverage over there first. That's going to be a sort of a priority. So I can... Actually, I can do that in a minute. I'm still making the telegraph poles. I don't need to go anywhere else to go and get any more of them. I will make 1 more of them. Like that. That's going to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to make 1 more of them. That's just going to give me another slot free, just in case I want it. I don't think I'll want it. I'm going to go into here and... 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll go for another 5 of those. So that's going to make 7 of them that we've got all together. We've got lots of telegraph poles coming out. So first up, I want to go out to this side of the island, and I want to get radar down over there so that I can start making sure that I've got full coverage around the entire island. And then, so I'm going to do it in the middle here, like this, so that I definitely don't put a radar down somewhere where a roboport should end up. So that's one thing that really bugs me, is I don't like having the radars where the roboports should be. Wait a minute. Where's the robot? Right, I've got a roboport there and there and there. That's the grid line here. So that will come out to there. So I want to put the radar there. So it's about there is where I want to put the radar. So I'm going to bring this one right out to the very edge of the island, and we'll plonk the radar down there so we'll be able to see fairly well. I just clear a couple of trees just from this little bit right here. There. Now, the advantage of using squeak through is that I can actually run through all of these trees. And that does make a huge difference. Whether or not I can actually use these on the way back, usually you can, but sometimes it is a little bit difficult. And you can see they're kind of moving around a little bit, but they usually do manage to find spaces in between the trees. By pressing and holding, the game does sort of cleverly find where it wants you to sort of put them. Sometimes you do have to shuffle around the rocks a little bit like that, but that's fine. I don't mind about that at all. So I'll bring that all the way back over to here like this, and I'll drop that one into there. So now, if we have a look at the map, we've got this bit uncovered all the way over here which means that we can now see clearly right the way over there, and I've got this whole side of the island uncovered. Another one there would be quite good, but that's going to be sort of in line with that one. But I'm off the edge of the island, so we won't worry about that. Next, I'll come down here and I will put some coverage down that side. Once I've done all of this, I'll then be using our blueprint for the roboports, and we'll start dropping roboports everywhere. So we'll just run down this way first, and you can see there's the roboport. That's where the line of it is going to be. So we'll run down from here, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just take this one with me, like this. So I'll run the line all the way down here, and I want to run this down. You know what? I'm thinking that we'll put one here, just in this area. So if I clear a couple of the trees just around me, like this. There. Just like that. And I'll go there, and I want to grab that one, and we'll put you... I'll put you there. Oh, no, of course, it's not connected up at the top end. That's fine. And then we will carry on, and this one here is going to run right the way down to the southern tip of the island. I'm going to put this one down here as far as I possibly can, so that I've got maximum coverage off the edge of the island. That's what I want to do here, is this one I want maximum coverage right down off the edge. So then we can run back up again. And when I get back up there, we will connect these power lines up with our the rest of our grid. I'll just come out of this end of it and start running the power line up there. We go in a straight line all the way up like that and join that one in. Now we have a look at the map. And we've got coverage all the way over to here and all the way down this side down here. So we've got another nice new area. And the more radars that you have, the more quickly that it starts to uncover these bits here. And it does. It'll work. As each radar, I don't know if you know how this works, but if you look over it there, you can see sector scanning progress. As each time the sector scanning progress completes, it uncovers another one. So if I look there, we've already got sector scanning progresses uncovered here and other bits, and it slowly reveals more and more and more. It pushes it back further and further and further from the factory as a whole. So I've got a little bit over there that we want to uncover. So I want to get a... That's our next location is there, and then out on that bit over there. So this is where we want to head next, is over in that side. So I'm going to run the power line straight to that. I've got to remember where we're going. So I want to go over there, sort of. I will go from here, and I'm going to run down over this way like this. It's sort of on that little bit that stuck out there a little bit. Occasionally you do get stuck against the trees, even with squeak through. It's not like completely foolproof, but it's about as good as you're ever going to get. Right, it is the best way for getting through the trees. So we'll bring this one out here. Clear these trees right here. Just a few on the edge right there. Oops. And one more. No, I want to get... There, right, okay. I've cleared the trees. So then I can put that one down to there, and I will get this. You know what? If I go like that, I can put the radar there on my little list. So we've got that bit there. That's now uncovered. So then I want to head over to that side of the island over there. I'm thinking in order to do that, there's a very quick and easy way. We will take power from this line that we've got right here, and we will extend it out like this. So I will go all the way through here. Like that. That's going to join that out. It doesn't have to be anything magical. All I got to do is get the radar right out onto the tip over here. Now, it might end up being that we've got a slight problem, and that we're not able to... Like, the radar being out here is not going to connect up with the rest of the factory, or like completely uncover everything. You can plonk down another radar without any trouble at all. Right? Plonking down radars is easy. Anyone can do that. put these down here. Put another one there. Right, so that's that bit uncovered. And then I can take another radar and I can drop that one down there. Let's have a look. At the moment, I don't see any problems. I don't see any gaps in our coverage. Everything now seems to be covered. I'll zoom in like that. I've got no areas that are uncovered. So we've got all of the southern and the eastern side of the island is now completely uncovered. I've got it all pushed back and I can see everything on this part of the island. We can't see everything up here yet, but we will be able to pretty soon. So that's still on our to-do list. I'm just wondering where we should go next. Should I will go up here, and we'll get a radar put down up in that corner up there next. We'll go up from the top corner of the base, and we will take that bit out. Should be fairly quick and easy to do that. So I want to head through here. And then once we've done this, I can then start putting down the roboports across everything. So we get onto the brick so that we can run just a little bit faster. These bricks, you do run fairly slow on brick, right? It is faster than just running on the ground, but it's still not very fast, right? There is definitely room for improvement on there. So we've got to here. We want to put our radar out on that corner. Just not very far away from here. So I'm going to take a power line and I'm going to run it from that point there. So we'll come out here. And I'll start bringing it up like that. And then we'll run straight across from here. And you can see there are patches of trees that are dying. But there's none really over this side. I did notice some close to the factory that were in a really bad way. We were really getting some dead trees from pollution and that there. And that's because we'd done like a huge amount of work, and the cloud had spread so much further. Okay. I want to bring these over this side. Clear that lot. And you down there. Right. Another nice little patch through there. And we can put a radar down there. Right, so we've now got this bit uncovered. There's a little strip in there that's not uncovered, but that doesn't matter at the moment. I can always put a robot over onto that island and drop a radar down onto that at a later date. I'm not going to do it now. Right now, though, I'm thinking that a radar there in the middle would probably be a good idea. And then that's going to be ready for opening up the top of the island. So we'll go and let me just have a look. Where do I want to go? I want to go from the center of the lake, and I want to head north from there. So already I want to bring a power line out from there over up to the top of the lake over there. That's where we're going to go next. I'll run all the way over there a minute. A little bit of a slow process doing the running around at the moment, but that will change in the future. Fear not, that will definitely change. Right. Over to the center of the lake, and then we want to go up. There was a little white patch of something just about there, and I reckon around here. Okay, so let's clear a little bit of space. Just like this. Come down a little bit more. Clear all of these trees. Ain't gonna be enough. Certainly hope so. Right. That's starting to look a little bit better. I can actually see what I'm doing in here now. Remove that one there, and then there's a couple more right here that we want to move. Oops. Too much. Too much. Right, that one. There. Okay, now I can see really well. This is the last one that we've got made. So if I go there, right up to the north would be the last bit, but I don't want to worry about that at the moment. That's not something I'm going to concern myself with. There is one thing I wanted to look at a minute. Did I research? I can't remember. Did I research? I did. I researched landfill already. Right, landfill is something that is really quite handy, and it's something that we're going to want. I just can't remember where it was in the list of prerequisites. Prerequisites? I've heard it pronounced prerequisites and prerequisites. Never quite sure which one is supposed to be, you know, entirely the right one. Which one is the Queen's English? Never quite sure about that. Prerequisites or prerequisites. Could be either or. I don't see where the landfill bit is. Right, landfill is right. Oh, that's because it's one on its own. It doesn't have any other tree. It's just those two. But I've already unlocked landfill. This is a good thing, because we can use that for things like filling in this lake. See, we've got these bits over here. Being able to use the landfill and filling some of that in at this stage of the game is something that's going to be very, very handy for us. I'm definitely wanting to get on board with some of that. And we're still filling back in all of those red circuits that I pulled out in order to make all of our roboports. That's being filled back in again. That's fine. I don't really care about that. We've got all the materials we need to be making those. The logistics system is still being researched. We're about halfway on it at the moment. So let's drop ourselves down this way. All the way down through. And the next stage of this is going to be, we're going to need to make sure that we've got a lot of these. So we drop those in. I've got 25 roboports. And I want a whole load of those in there as well. I could probably do with making some more. So before we actually get started on that, I'm going to start making some more of these. That's going to be all of the copper that I'm carrying. I'm just going to use up to make that. That's fine. It's not going to make any difference. So we switch over to the map like this. We zoom in just enough so that we can see what we're doing. And then we go to the roboports. Now, this is something that I actually really enjoy doing. I like setting this up because we've now got everything is uncovered all the way through this island. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my robot access to the entire island. So all I do is shift-click and put that down. And they will start coming out. That's as far as I can go there. They will start coming out and they will start putting down roboports absolutely everywhere that they can put roboports. And I will start... See, I'm putting it over the ghosts that are already down on the ground, like that. And then I go up again. And they don't go to all of them immediately. And then that bit up there, I won't be able to cover. I won't be able to put anything on that one. I can't put anything onto that one either. I can go over here. Like that. Shift-click, and I can put one. So I've got one roboport that will go up there. I'm not going to worry about those for a minute. And... they're already expanding out this way. So let's help them expand a little bit further. We've got more right there. Got one up there. And I can put that one down there like that. Right, I can't put any more down here. I've got no spaces for them. However, I would like to get one over here. See, right there. I will be getting one down there. At the moment, I'm not going to be able to because I don't have the land for it. Right, there's no land there for it to go on. I can put one up there on that little tiny island. And yes, that is going to be useful, but I got no way of getting power over there. So again, I'm going to leave that one for now. I'm not going to worry about it. So then I'll move over here and I'll get them on that bit. And then I'll go to there. That's... we've covered everything on this island up here. Everything's already done. Right, so there's everything up there, which means that we can now move over this side. And I'm going to start doing a line along here. I'll do some more here. We're going to have a gap in the middle of it right there. Go like that. Right, where are you? Oh, it's all the way over there. There we go. Drop you down there. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1,000,000 minions are not going to be built in a single episode. So we've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.